Well, good morning, folks. This is the front windshield. It rained extremely hard last night. It stayed around 33 degrees almost all night. Now it's 32 and it's snowing. Hopefully, it's not going to be that bad of a drive to work, but we're going to get ready and get out of here. All right, here we go. It's snowing pretty good. Guy just came around the corner as I was getting ready to leave, doing like 45 and a 25, and just all the way around. It's like, come on, people. But so we've got another issue in the van. We've got another leak. Like I said, it rained last night. I mean, it was pouring rain. Now I had the exhaust fan lid open, and at one point it was open pretty wide until I realized the pillow was getting all wet underneath it, so I shut it some. Then afterwards, water was starting to build up on top of a wire in front of that fan a little ways, and then it would drip on, like there's like a little pool area there, kind of, where it would puddle, and it'd break the seal, and it'd spill over a little bit on me, right on my head, on the pillow. So I don't know if it's the way I still had it open, it was finding a way to kind of run in and down the fan, or because it was raining so hard last night that possibly in the front of the fan, where there's a big dam of caulk, that there isn't a little bit of separation there. I wouldn't doubt it. 6, 8, we're going on 9 months of this van now? And I haven't re-caulked or done anything to the front of that fan. And I mean, that's a big gap under there that had to get caulked and filled in. So I have a can of liquid like rubber from the one on TV, Flex Seal. Then when that other little leak started, I bought that as well in case the silicone or whatever I put up there didn't take. I just never used it. So as soon as we get a dry day, we'll do that. But it's not going to be that way for a while. But we'll see. But I've got to head to work. Roads aren't too bad. They're slippery, but pretty much slush. There's no underlaying road. Of ice. Way early. We filled up a diesel tank this morning. I was going to fill it with kerosene tonight. Yeah, maybe we'll just wait to do that until we get off work. All right, we will see you on the flip side. All right, everybody, we were off of work. We got a solid 6 inches of snow that stuck today. It was nothing basically until noon, 2 o'clock. It was still just slush. Then it snowed heavy. We got 6 inches sitting on probably more on the top of the van. There was 6 inches next to my van. This is going to sound crazy. We're going to the woods. I get off later tomorrow night. But I don't have to be to work till almost noon tomorrow. So I'm going to take a ride out and just check it out. If it's good, we'll stay. If not, we'll drive back. Because it's kind of early to be in town anyways. So I'd rather go take the drive. I just put a fuel system cleaner in my van. So get it working, you know what I mean? What the heck? Didn't get any sun today. I haven't checked the battery power. But with all that snow on it, I guarantee you, I didn't get any power today. So we need to run it the DC for a little while anyways. It's a win-win. Gives me something to do. So all right, we will see you from the woods, and we'll see if we get stuck. Hopefully not. We don't have the studs anymore, but Studs really don't help in snow, just for ice. So, the other tires had better traction though. All right, let's head to camp or woods, see what's going on. All right, out here, hardly any snow. 30 miles south, solid 8 inches. 30 miles south of that, 2 foot. Then we're gonna walk in and just take a look, see what it looks like. And see if we want to try it. Well, wish me luck. All right, it's pretty firm. Not slipping or sliding or anything. Yeah, glad I came out. I just wanted to check it out. I didn't want to come out here tomorrow and in the dark and not have even a clue. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. I should have no issue whatsoever. As long as we can get into the spot right now, which obviously should be no problem. We're going to be golden for the night. I'm not spinning at all. All right. Time to set up camp. Well, I got the muddy shoes on. Well, they're not muddy, really. Might as well shovel real quick, and then we'll get ready to hang out outside. Tell you a story. I got a good one for you tonight. Well, good evening from the frozen forest. First off, I'm really glad I came out here tonight. First off, because I'd rather be in the woods. Secondly, I wanted to see what the place was like. Tomorrow I get off work late, and I would not have realized a couple things. I'm very low on chunks. I thought I had a lot more. So I have to get more tomorrow. I would not have stopped tomorrow. I thought I had enough. I was wrong. But when I was opening the back of the van tonight to, scrape away a little bit of snow and get everything set up, somehow a lot of water got into the back of the van, on the curtains and whatnot, and I had a bunch of stuff pushed up against them. Now that I know the curtains are all wet, I've taken things away from them with the diesel heater running tonight and the exhaust vent open. It'll dry that out, and I just have to figure out why that happened. I added extra door seal. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe it's causing issues. But the curtains were soaking wet. So, I don't know. But another thing, I wouldn't have checked tonight if I had stayed in the city. I would never have opened the back of the van. Wouldn't have had a need to. Good thing I did. So that'll dry all out tonight. No issue. Just went blank. But anyways, I'm not alone here tonight. That way, I just heard somebody click their locking their doors, when it beeps. So I don't know if somebody's camping just the other side of me a little ways. I didn't pay attention, didn't look, and the way I came in, I can't see the next campsite down. But there's somebody down there, I could hear their little beep. But no worries. But it's a nice day to be in the woods. While I was waiting, checking some things out, I looked at the NCAA bracket. Kind of surprising. But obviously, people know more than I do. But it's great out here tonight. It's it's going to be cold. It's 30 degrees right now, and it's 8 o'clock. The whole way in was very firm. There was one little water spot, but I mean, it wasn't deep at all. And the whole area is dry. So, again, glad I came out so I can enjoy tonight. And now I know I'm good for the next couple days. And there's not a lot of snow out here. So, hopefully, we can get that electrical project done on my day off. Because I want to get that done. But that's a good quiet night. I heard some noise for a little while, and I was trying to figure out what it was just before I turned the camera on, and it was very faint. I couldn't tell if it was people talking or coyotes, and I finally heard it. It's geese. Somewhere right over there are some geese, and they were making a little noise. I guess before they hunkered down for the night. But it was just funny. I was like, that doesn't sound like people. It doesn't sound like coyotes. And then all of a sudden I realized. But hey, you hear everything in the woods. And one other thing I want to comment on before I tell you a quick little good story. I was watching somebody I watch on YouTube, Chrome. I'm sure you guys seen him. And he talks about, he likes to go out in the bush at night and go to his job. Of course, he's got a big old shop and, millions of viewers or whatever the heck it is and whatnot. But he talks about how, you can't do, people say they can't do van life if they have a full-time job. Where he can go out in the bush and go to a shop by 8:30. Again, I'm living proof. If you want to have a full-time job, live in the forest, go to work, it's completely possible. Depending, where you live. I mean, you live in the desert, it'd be hard to be in the forest, but you can be in the desert. But if you're in like downtown LA, probably hard to get to a forest pretty quick and get back in. But you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm glad I came out. I'm just so surprised the difference between 30 miles one way and 30 miles another way. 2 foot, maybe, 8, 10 inch. 2. And the amount of rain I got last night, obviously 30 miles north did not get that amount of rain. Because if that amount of rain was out here, and that's what I was really worried about. I wasn't worried about snow. This place would have been a mess, but it's not. It's really nice. So, yep, again, glad I came out. So, nice being out here again. I don't like spending all that time in the city. I had 2 nice nights. Third wouldn't have killed me, but if I can come out here, why not? But this is what I really want to talk to you about tonight. And I think you guys are going to enjoy this story. When I hiked the Pacific Crest Trail in 2020, that was, the height of the COVID epidemic. World is going to end, blah, blah, blah. And I know a lot of people lost their lives, and I'm sorry. Again, the flu kills, I'm not trying to take anything away or add to it, blah, blah, just please don't yell at me about that. But a lot of places, you'd run into people with their Starbucks coffee out on trail. And they'd be like,
You shouldn't be out here. You're going to kill us all. And I'd be like, I've been in the woods for 7 days. You guys are coming with your Starbucks coffee. But the story I want to tell you about today is about the whole pandemic. So in California, from my knowledge, I'm not 100% about this, but they shut the hotels down, saying, no hotels. Well, I guess there was a law at the time that said you could not refuse a homeless person to stay at your hotel if they could afford the hotel. So when we were hiking into Idlewild, there was a hotel that you sign a form. You're homeless? Yeah, I'm living out of my backpack. Sure, sign this form. And it was a great hotel, and I loved Idlewild. A great place. Stayed there 2 different times. I've told you the story before, but had to hike in hike, get a shuttle to get in, get my new hip belt, stayed a couple nights, went back, had such a great time there. When I came back on the route, I dropped down, stayed a couple other days. It was a great place to stay. But when we were getting to Big Bear, we were told there were no hotels that were going to be open. And some people I was hiking around went a little earlier to town than I did. They went ahead the night before. I wasn't that worried about getting to town for breakfast, which is what they wanted to do. Well, when I got closer to town, I got a message, and they messaged me saying, oh, there's one hotel open. Like, hey, great. They told me where it was, and when my shuttle driver, I had it set up, picked me up, I said, take me to this hotel. And she was actually the person that told them about the hotel, so it worked out. Well, what the owners didn't know is the maintenance guy lived on property. They had a little bungalow out back to take care of the hotel and the property and everything else. So the owners closed the hotel down and left. The maintenance guy and the hotel staff opened the hotel back up without the owner's knowledge. I didn't know this till later on. I figured it out. But yeah, when you called, they wanted cash. And they said, oh, just go to room 8 and we'll pick it up. And I'm like, I really don't have any cash. Can I use my card? And they're like, well, okay. And it was in broken English. But I gave my card number. And I went to room whatever. I wasn't 8. I don't. May have been 8. I don't know. But it was nice hotel. They had hot tubs in the room, and I turned the other hikers on to using those as washing machines because they didn't have laundry. You just had to dry it on the railing, but you turn the jets on, throw your soap in there, not too much, let it mix, recirculate a couple times, rinse. Hey, you got to do what you got to do when you're a hiker. Well, I heard a cow noise. Well, the first transaction went through on my card, and I was with a lot of people I was having a good time around, and we were enjoying time. So I said, hey, can I have another night? They're like, sure. Yep. I ended up staying, I think, 3 nights. Well, they couldn't figure out how to run my credit card again. I didn't realize this till later on. I can hear cattle over there. But we were talking about it on the final night there, and we all figured out that this is a illegal hotel that the owners have no clue that the staff is running the hotel without their permission. And technically, we weren't filling out forms there. We didn't know, they said they're open, we're just trying to pay. But literally, the housekeeping staff, and I'm sure it was a maintenance guy that ran the whole deal, housekeeping staff probably had no clue. And he probably got all the money. But yeah, we hung out with the maintenance guy one night and kind of had a feeling what was going on the final night. And we were talking about it, and we figured it out. They opened an illegal hotel during COVID to basically steal money from the owners. We didn't know what was going on, but people do funny things. I thought you guys enjoy that story. A lot of weird things happen, especially during COVID. But, well, folks, I'm not going to be out here late. I want to just burn this fire up, finish my cocktail, and go to bed. But I'm really glad I came back out tonight because it's beautiful. So, again, thank you for watching, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate it. It helps the channel. And you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you tomorrow on Jellybean Outdoors. Hopefully, back out here.